These are some examples of how I set up my priest characters, and I'll do some combat so you'll see how I use the skills. I'm working in Mount Tera, level 44. So let's look at the skill bar. On 1, I have Metamorphic Blast. 2 is Triple Nemesis. 3, Shocking Implosion. Restorative Burst on 4. And Heal Thyself is on 5. The buffs are set up starting with 9 and moving down to 6. So Blessing of Zenobia, and the order of these doesn't matter. Blessing of Chakran, Blessing of Saren, and finally on 6, Blessing of Baldur. And so to do a full buff of you and all your party members, 9, 8, 7, 6, and if you want to buff your MP at that point, I have F8 set up so that you can just hit that, hold it down to buff your MP back. Across the F keys, I have Purifying Circle to remove conditions in a circle around you, because you may want to use that, so I've got access to that. Backstep is on F2. I don't use that very often. I use right click, which is Fiery Escape, because you might as well leave some damage if you're going to get out of the way. Of course, Divine Radiance is on left click for the priest, and Tab is Focus Heal, which is what you'll use to heal party members in a dungeon party, or just in a normal party. So I put that on Tab, which is main 3, so I can easily use that. Okay, let's look at the rest of these. My standard is F5 is my riding skill, and it's also on the middle mouse button. F6, Regenerative Circle. Homeward Bound is on F7. F8 we talked about, Mana Infusion. And then with some separation here, oh, F9 is my Fraps key, so I always leave that blank. Resurrect is on F10, and F11 is Velik's Horn, and finally Summon Party on F12. So that's how I set up my priest. Here we have a Papori priest who has a couple of racial skills, Soothing Presence, which is basically a drop aggro, and Horizon Run, which is a speed skill, which I don't often use these. Okay, so let's excuse me, let's watch some combat here. Got a few more of these guys to kill. So what I normally do is run right up to the guy, and then explosion, then you make circle, there's some number ones. I might back off a little bit and do the Nemesis, and then since we've got cooldown on implosion, we can finish with that. And then wait till implosion cooldown expires, so you can use it as the opener. This circling is done by holding my thumb on the A key and my gaming keypad. And then he runs away. Following some of those. So I avoided finishing with implosion, so it's all set to go for the next opening. Open. Circle. Cool down. Finish. So that's how I use my priest.